Hi. I apologize that the audio quality kind of sucks because I'm just using my phone microphone right now. I don't really have one using what I've got, so I apologize for any or any mouth noises. Sorry. Yeah, I made that documentary video for school. Not sure if any of you remember. It was about Endgame. It was fun. I enjoyed it. And since I thought it was so fun, I thought I'd make another one. Hi. I came back. So here are my immediate thoughts on Spider-Man Far From Home, before and after. Yay! From the time of me writing this script, Far From Home is coming out soon. As of now, I'm planning on seeing it Tuesday with my family, and I'm really excited to see it! I've been avoiding Twitter in order to dodge spoilers, and I've tried not to look at any more trailers Sony has released because they release way too much. And I thought it'd be fun to make a video sharing my thoughts before the movie and after. So here's the video. Yay! Alright, so what do I want to see? Post-Endgame, we're left with a world in which half of the people alive have lived 5 years without the other half. That's pretty whack. This has to have some sort of consequences on not just superpowered people, but civilians too. Since Homecoming gave a look into civilian life through Peter's classmates and school environment, it'd be great if Far From Home could do the same thing, giving us a look into the effects of Endgame through Peter Parker's classmates and those around him. Peter was left in a pretty rough spot after Endgame. I mean, he went to space, fought alongside his mentor, a wizard in space pirates, died, came back to life, then watched his mentor die. And for him, this all went down in a matter of days? I don't know what the time frame is, but it's pretty short. Peter lost Tony. He lost another father figure due to a world-ending event, and he's tired. He just wants a break. I want to see Peter be more mature in this movie. It's been some time since Homecoming, and he's gone through a lot since then. When I see Peter in this movie, I want to be able to tell that he's older. I want to be able to tell that he's aged, and I want him to realize that the world doesn't need the quote-unquote the next Iron Man. It needs him. Spider-Man. Because sadly enough, though he may want to take a break, he can't have one. Heroism and responsibility follow him around like a headache that never goes away. Or maybe like how moths love lamps so much. Responsibility sticks to Peter like how moths stick to lamps. Wonderful analogy. Yes, I brought the moth meme back, don't at me. He has this great power, and with that power comes responsibility. And speaking of that, this wouldn't be that much of an issue for me if they hadn't already established that Ben does exist in this iteration and that the same origin that occurred with all the other Peters happened with this one. The way I see it, for it to make narrative sense, you either have to have Ben be this huge influence or not include him at all. You can't just be Ben existed. Ben is important to Peter. That's just how it works. But Tony is his Uncle Ben. I'd be okay with this if Uncle Ben hadn't been established as a canon person who canonically raised Peter and canonically died in a way that inspired Peter to start going on the streets in pajamas anyways. I need a reference to Uncle Ben. Peter's third father figure just died. A heroic? Yes, but harsh death at that. And this hurts him a lot, as it should, but to me at least, Tony's death shouldn't create a new emotional scar for Peter. It should open up an old one left by losing Uncle Ben. I just want some mention of him. Because missing Tony should make Peter miss Ben too, who also died a harsh death just as Tony had. Not as heroic and sacrificial, but just as meaningful in the eyes of Peter Parker. If the message of this movie is for Peter to learn he can't abandon his responsibility, Ben should be a part of it. I don't need to see his face, nor do I need to see his death scene reenacted a bunch of times, whatever. Peter saying his name, I think, would be enough. I once said on Twitter that Uncle Ben being mentioned would probably make the difference between me loving and liking Far From Home. I think I was exaggerating. I'm probably still capable of loving the movie even if it doesn't mention Uncle Ben. But I'd appreciate it if it did, as it'd show me that John Watts and everyone else behind this film really know and understand the character of Peter Parker. The suitcase with Ben's initials on it gives me hope that my wishes might not go ungranted. Alrighty, folks, it's time for the lightning round! Peter MJ better be good. If they screw up this ship, I will riot. Mysterio, please be a good villain. Please be a good villain. Properly stab Peter in the back. Please give me angst. Good action sequences. Please. Good visuals and shots. The people from Daredevil are working on this one though, so I don't think this should be an issue. Good CG, por favor. I am tired of seeing annoyed fanboys ranting about CGI on Twitter. Please have decent CGI. Also, why do they use so much of it in the first place? Just make a nice tangible suit. Is that so hard? Good movie! Be a good movie. So, I know the first reactions came out already, and they've been super positive so far. I was surprisingly, as in kind of surprised at myself, a bit let down to see so many people call it fun and hilarious. Guess I was hoping for more angst, but it's the MCU. What did I expect? There's nothing wrong with fun and hilarity either. I mean, Guardians 2 is fun and hilarious as well, and it's my favorite Marvel movie because at the same time it manages to be deep. Hopefully this movie is able to balance well-timed comedy and fun action with serious and grounded scenes. Anyways, I'm hyped. See you when it comes out. So I watched it. Yay. It was crazy. I mean, I was in a packed theater, but with really good seats, and it was fun. I'm not going to share my short little blip review probably until the end, so for now I'm just going to cover my expectations and whether I felt they were met or not, so here we go. Oh, and spoilers. If you want a non-spoiler review, skip ahead to this timestamp. This one. Nice. So, they did acknowledge Endgame, and they did show a bit about how the world is affected after the events. They did indeed do it. Now, did they make a joke out of it? Yes, they did. Which at this point, I don't know whether I like or not. I mean, the jokes they did make were really funny. I think I was laughing for a majority of this movie. It's such a hilarious movie. It's so funny. I kind of wish they had gone a more serious route about it, considering something like this quote-unquote blip would have not only had hilarious but also very serious consequences. I, however, am glad that they did cover it and didn't just gloss over it like nothing happened, so props to them for that. Yay! Well, yes, but also meh. Peter doesn't need to be the next Iron Man, he needs to be Spider-Man. About that, kinda yes and no. I mean, Happy legit tells him that Peter doesn't have to live up to Tony, but then the following scenes have Peter acting just like him, so which is it? As for the more mature Peter, yeah, they did a pretty swell job there. There were some moments in this movie where I could feel that Peter had matured. You know, this movie shows him taking more control of the reins and being more responsible while also maintaining the lovable, boyish charm from the first movie. I liked that, so good job. I don't think I have anything to say about this. I mean, I'm sick to my stomach. This just broke me. I'll never be able to smile again to this injustice that will haunt me for the rest of my life. Okay, I'll stop. Sorry, Alex. I actually really respect and admire you. I'm just teasing. Please forgive me. For real, though. they bait us with the suitcase, like, ooh, look, his dead uncle, look, we're mentioning him like you guys want, and then, where's your baggage? Oh, that's right, it got blown up, let's get in the car. They legit blew up the suitcase. They blew it up. I don't know what I was expecting. I guess we right at dawn, huh? Yay. Hey, time for the lightning round. Woo! Peter MJ, good and very cute, but I kind of wish there was a little more development there. Mysterio, pretty awesome. Again, I wish there was a little more there, but what was there was beautiful. Good action sequences. Perfection. So good. Good CG. A little wonky at times, but mostly pretty nice. Good movie? Well, here's my short, non-spoiler review. Yay. This movie is insane. In both the negative and positive connotations of the word, it dares to do things I never thought I'd see in these sort of Spidey films. Good things and questionable things. It disappointed me in ways I thought it might, but also surprised me in ways I didn't expect. It's a wild ride, and I had fun watching it. And in my opinion, I think the good stuff outweighs the bad stuff. Overall, a pretty good movie. I'd give this movie a 3 out of 5, which is funny because if you do the math, that's a D in letter grades. But I feel like in letter grades, I feel more comfortable giving this movie a B- or a C+. Ratings are so weird and subjective. Just know I thought it was pretty good, although it had the potential to be loads better. Alright, folks. Spoiler rant time. Spoiler warning. Woo, woo, wee, woo. Okay, but J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson, yes, they brought him back. I love that so much. I didn't think they would, but they did, and that makes me so happy. And what the heck was that mid-credits scene anyways? You mean I have to wait 2 years to see how that situation is resolved? I can't wait that long! And I saw someone say that the Spider-Man 3 villain should be Kraven. I agree. Please, Marvel, listen to Trey. He knows what he's doing. Okay, bye. Well, y'all thought it was over, but it ain't just yet. Nope, because I gotta promote. This video was originally longer, but I shortened it because it was gonna be really long. But I still have so many thoughts about the movie, and I'm gonna watch it again on Tuesday, actually. So I'm thinking after I watch it again, I'll make like a full, more in-depth review video. Since, once I see it a second time, I'll probably catch more stuff and form stronger opinions about it. So look out for that one. Yay. Okay, seriously though, bye.